The Aramaic Palestinian Targum. We're reading the book of Numbers, chapter 10. And the Lord spoke with Moshe, saying, Make for thee of thine 2 trumpets of silver of solid metal. The work of the artificer shall thou make them, and let them be thine, with which to convoke the assembly, and for the removing of the camps. And thou shalt blow upon them, and bring together to thee all the congregation at the door of the tabernacle of ordinance. If they blow upon one only, the princes of the heads of the thousands of Israel shall assemble to thee. But when you blow an alarm, then the camps which are on the east are to go forward. And when you blow a second alarm, the camps on the south shall go forward. They shall blow the alarm for their journeys, and at the time of assembling the congregation you shall blow, but not an alarm. The sons of Aaron, the priests only, shall blow the trumpets, which shall be to you a perpetual statute to your generations. And when you enter upon the order of the line of battle for your country, with oppressors who oppress you, then shall you blow the alarm of the trumpets, that the remembrance of you may come up for good before the Lord your God, that you may be delivered from your enemies. And in the day of your rejoicings, and in your solemnities, and at the beginning of your months, you shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings and your consecrated victims, and they shall be for a good memorial to you before the Lord your God. For Satana shall be troubled at the sound of your jubile notes. I am the Lord your God. Satana is another word for Hasatan, for Satan. So Satan shall be troubled at the sound of your jubile notes. I am the Lord your God. It was in the 2nd year, the 2nd month, which is the month of Adar, the 20th day of the month, that the cloud of glory was uplifted from the tabernacle of testimony, and the children of Israel went forward upon their journeys from the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud of glory rested in the wilderness of Paran. And they went forth, and at the first by the mouth of the word of the Lord through Moshe. The standard of the camps of the Beni Judea went forward by their hosts, and the rabbi who was appointed over the host of the tribe of Beni Judah was Nachshon bar Amminadab. The rabbi of the Beni Issachar was Nathaniel da Zerah, and the rabbi of the Beni Zebulun was Elab bar Shilon. And the tabernacle was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and of Merari went forward carrying the tabernacle. The standard of the camps of Reuben went forward by their hosts. The rabbi set over the hosts of the tribe of Beni Reuben was Eleazar bar Shedier. The rabbi of the Beni Shimeon was Shemuel bar Zurishaddai, and the rabbi of the Beni Gad was Eljaspha bar Dehuel. And the family of Kehath went forward carrying the sanctuary, and they, the men of Gershom, reared up the tabernacle against their coming. The standard of the camps of the Beni Ephraim went forward by their hosts. The rabbi over the hosts of the tribe of Ephraim was Elishama bar Ammihud. The rabbi of that of Manasseh, Gamaliel bar Pedazur. And the rabbi of Benjamin, Adadon bar Gideoni. And the standard of the camps of the Beni Dan went forward, completing all the camps according to their hosts. And the rabbi sent over his host was Aziah bar Amamamishadai, the rabbi of the tribe of Asher, Pagil bar Akron, and the rabbi over Beni Naphtali, Ahuri bar Elan. These are the journeys of the children of Israel by their hosts. The cloud of glory was lifted up from above the tabernacle, and they went forward. And Moshe said to Hobab bar Reuel, the Midianite, father-in-law of Moshe, we are journeying from hence to the place of which the Lord hath said, I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will do thee good, for the Lord hath spoken to do good unto the sojourner with Israel. But he answered him, I will not go with you, but to my own land, and to my kindred will I go. But he said, do not now leave us, for when we were encamped in the wilderness, thou knewest how to judge, and didst teach us the method or business of judgment, and thou art dear to us, as the apple of our eyes. And it shall be that if thou wilt go with us, with the good that the Lord shall benefit us, will we benefit thee in the division of the land. And they went forward from the glory of the Shekinah of the Lord had been revealed, going 3 days, and the ark of the Lord's covenant went before them. 36 miles it went that day. It preceded the camp of Israel, going 3 days, to provide for them a place to encamp in. And the cloud of the Lord's Shekinah overshadowed them by day in their going out from the encampment. And it was when the ark should go forward, the cloud gathered itself together and stood still, not going on. But Moshe, standing in prayer, prayed and supplicated mercy from before the Lord, and thus spoke, let the word of the Lord be now revealed in the power of thy anger, that the adversaries of the people may be scattered, and let not the banner of those who hate them be lifted up before thee. But when the ark should rest, the cloud gathered itself to ether and stood, but did not overspread until Moshe, standing in prayer, prayed and besought mercy from before the Lord, thus speaking, return now thou word of the Lord, in the goodness of thy mercy, and lead the people Israel, and let the glory of thy Shekinah dwell among them, and thy mercy with the myriads of the house of Jacob, and with the multitudes of the thousands of Israel. Jerusalem. It was when the ark went forward, Moshe stood with hands outstretched in prayer, and said, arise now, O word of the Lord, in the power of thy might, and let the adversaries of thy people be scattered, and make thy enemies flee before thee. But when the ark rested, Moshe lifted his hands in prayers and said, O word of the Lord, turn from thy strength of thy anger, and return unto us in the goodness of thy mercy, and bless the myriads, and multiply the thousands of the children of Israel. Amen. This is the end of the reading.